Hey, mfethu impilo inzima, but it's a choice. Igcineni choice omele uyenze nanoku understand ubuyele emuva ukuthi wena ubani kahle kahle. Qhamuka uyaphi. Because njengoba ngisho ukuthi njengoba uhleli lapho, nawe uthwele amacala kini, nami ngithwele amacala kithi. I make a choice ukuthi ngiyawalungisa lamacala noma ngiya-add so that umntana make efika bafike bathi ubaba khona wayelana namantombazana
wa-add kulamacala
that's why ungasebenzi.
Henda, you are now entering a space for Black history.
We're back with another video. This is Alokwan Reacts. Welcome to Pool Session. Please do click on the like button and the sub button. Let's start this one.
Please welcome our guest today, all the way from Adulting. We got Eric in the building. We got Fuyani in the building.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, but you niggas chose the wrong time to come to the podcast after the one-day episode. And niggas are drinking tea, dog.
I think manje tea is a thing, man. I think tea is a thing because even though MT when he visited, I think it was the El Tito podcast. Nah, you was tea. I think tea is the new trend now.
We got Fuyani in the building.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, but you niggas chose the wrong time to come to the podcast after the one-day episode. And niggas are drinking tea, dog. Gents, let's talk about Adulting, man. First of all, thanks for coming through. Big fan of the show. Like, I really mean it. I'm not just saying that because you guys are here and we're trying to push this thing.
Bro, big fan of your show too.
Yeah. Thank you.
Especially of my homeboy who was chilling with one day. I'm a big fan of your work too.
We'll give you her numbers, don't worry. We'll give you her numbers, it's all good. You'll get.
He even came early. I thought he was going to get a blow job.
Don't come early. Don't come early when she gives you the head.
Wow,
let's start with you, man. The call for Adulting, how does it come? Like, how did you get the role?
Yes, Adulting. So, I've been Spani for plus like 4 or 5 years. It was a life changer, dog.
It has to be, man. Not
got a casting, went to the audition, auditioned, khohlwa ngayo. Lavish came, was booked for Lavish. Spana Lavish. So while I was about to shoot Lavish, I get a call, dude, we want you on Adulting. Initially, I had auditioned for Uvuyani.
Oh, for real?
Wow. Yeah. So when I walked in, Kinelo was like, no, dog, Uvuyani, can you read for Eric? And I'm like, okay, cool. I read for Eric. And this came in. Never thought I was going to play gangster in Billionaire.
So well.
Right? Dude, you kill it.
Especially when you do the upthing.
I think when you are like Lomuntu, we actor, man. He killed it. I don't want to lie. If you haven't watched the Adulting, please do so, man. The character yake, he killed it for someone who was playing Iskebewu for the first time in Bilweni yake. That's what we would call true art. Killed it for sure.
Never thought I was going to play gangster in Billionaire.
Bro, you play so well.
Right? Dude, you kill it.
Especially when you do the upthing. And you, how was your journey, B?
It's crazy because I was still straight out of Big Brother, and I was just landing and booking them back to back in terms of it was Ayeye first. That kept me busy, and then Redemption came in. But then I'm a fan of the show, so I was like, I also want to have a young podcast in but my idea was to speak to all the ex-housemates, and we'd sit down and we'd review every show together, But egos, they're too busy. They were auditioning. Some of the people were auditioning for the Adulting, but they didn't get it. I got it.
Some people from the house.
Some of the gents were auditioning for. I'm not gonna say any names because
Well, we saw Libo there.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, but the podcast, man, I think he should have started it anyway. I mean, some people, when you start into ababoni, now like ababoni the way when we bonanga corner, when you now see it like a year ahead, and then when they see it for now, and I feel like he should have started the podcast And in a long run, once he get the views, once he get the numbers, which comes through subscriptions and my likes, it will pop. And then it will be easy for people to come through and say, oh man, I saw what you're trying to do. I just want to be a part of the show. And then that's when he can gather all other housemates and then do the initial plan of the podcast. But I think magafuna ukuqala, man, with YouTube, if there's any idea that you have, not only on YouTube, on all social platforms, if there's anything that ofuna ukuyenza, the best thing that you can do for yourself is to start. Once you start, then you will just keep it going. You start, you maintain your level of uploading. If you're going to upload one video per week, make sure it's one video per week. But Oksalayo, you have started. That's the most important thing.
View every show together, you know? But egos, they're too busy. They were auditioning. Some of the people were auditioning for the adulting, but they didn't get it. I got it
Some
last
people from
week.
the house.
Some of the gents were auditioning for, not going to say any names because, you know.
Well, we saw Libo there.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
So let's do process of
I ain't got hey. Yeah, but basically, I didn't know about it until last moment. And when I knew about it, it was more like, come and prove that you are what we see. So luckily, by the grace of God, we take a little bit back to back. Yeah.
In real life, who's like the lady killer? Who's the Vuyani in real life?
Let's not, you know, we know who the ladies, you guys know.
But I kind of like agree with P, because if this guy said Begafunu audition for a character, remember when you go acting, you normally want to play a role that's close to your personality or close to who you are. So if he wanted to play Vuyani, then hey man.
I mean, on socials, yeah. But the lady killer obviously is here.
It's you, bro. And you know why? Because he's been silent since he got here. And you know those silent ones are the dangerous ones.
They're like,
Silent killer.
boy.
No.
But let's talk about your roles that you play, ne? You play Eric. How different is Eric to Ntanta?
Yeah. Oh, very different. First of all, angisgebeng. I mean, ngiyathi selokishini partly yasemakhaya, you know, so I'm reserved mhlambe ke into esingathi sisilinga ngayo, but Eric is a psycho. Goes through a whole lot mentally.
Did you have to chill with Skebengus before you played the character?
Sure, I did research.
Yeah.
Yeah, acting is
You
reality.
have to.
So Melhlane namachita who went through things, amachita lungsi imoto, amachita bewa surrounding, so you get the idea of what am I gonna say to these people? How am I gonna play it? You can't fake it. That's the thing. You can't fake
And
it.
you, are
it
you
will
like
see through
you
you,
come
man.
from like cheese boy or like we were well raised or like what?
Mina ngibuye emakhaya mfethu.
Serious?
Yeah, into kusemakhaya ngibuye emnambithi mina. Ekhaya kusemnambithi kodwa uma unendla ayivo.
Beautiful, man. Be you are Vuyani, dog. You're playing yourself, dog.
But as a viewer, we all just assume he's playing himself.
That's why when you said, I didn't know you could act, I'm like, well, handstand, that's me. No, I'm messing with you, bro. No, I think it was because I initially auditioned for Bonga. That's the character that I was going for because that's more true to who I am in a circle of
Exactly
friends
my
in real
point.
life. So I thought it would be easier to play. Yeah, you know, so when it became like, oh, you're gonna get Vuyani, I was like, oh snap! Wait, what have I done? Who have I met? And I worked at the gym at some point in the north. When I landed in Johannesburg, I worked in the north. Baningo Vuyani. And they come in all shapes and forms. And I met with them and I got to conversating about it. But I didn't know that I was meeting them because I was going to play. So I met them and I was just myself, just being myself, and they were just being themselves. And I learned a lot of nuances and a lot of reasoning. It's very important. So
I think again this goes back to Indoguti. Everything that happens, it happens for a reason. So there was a reason why he had to go through a phase of meeting Abanyabo Vuyani, and it's fortunate Uguti he is still alive to see that reason. Basically was being prepared for the role and it's beautiful story, man, to tell. It's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
So I met them and I was just myself, like just being myself, and they were just being themselves. And I learned a lot of nuances and a lot of reasoning. It's very important. So yeah, but for me, I think he's quite different because I'm more like a Bonga character.
Oh yeah. True. So even with the ladies, like you're not that I'll pop in over here.
No, I put it on because there's a side of, I think there's a duality going on. But if I were to be Papa, it would be for a reason. It would be strategic. And my boys know that. So yeah.
Fuck, man. Let's talk about the sex scenes, man. Because when the show started, right, I'm like, okay, I like this. They started straight to the point. You know, the first...
They were clapping cheeks.
Yeah.
First minute already, there was cheeks clapping. It's like, round of applause already. Remember that. First minute.
Standing ovation.
Did you guys get excited about the sex scenes? Because Tata, you only did one, bro.
Yeah,
but it was...
Oh, you did two.
No, you did two.
Yeah.
Which one? The Costa girl in Sun City. Remember initially he did it, and then after I think he had spoken to his daughter, Besaga crazy. Then he rocked. He did two, and then Emma Oilin, and then Emma Oilin.
He handled.
Yeah. Then Garage baby mama, Emma Oilin.
Is that exciting for you guys? Like, we're excited when we see sex scenes like that. Is it the same for you?
It's nerve-wracking, dog. It's nerve-wracking because the directors tell you what we want to go in. So if you've never done a sex scene before, and remember lo muntu odlala naye, umuntu naye, she's probably in a relationship. Yeah, so it's hectic. But
and everything that is instructions, it's basically difficult to do, man. Even no musebenza, once you are given instructions which you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, then your work starts being difficult. But if you just given room to be yourself, then it becomes easy. So I understand, Magat, it's very difficult because of there's certain instructions on how you have to kiss, how you have to touch, how you have to move from here where you're heading to. Then it has to be nervous. You have to be nervous as a person if there's such instructions.
We had intimacy coaches.
Oh,
okay. It makes it even worse.
Yeah, so they coach the sex scenes, they coach the kissing, they coach the handling of each other. Yeah, so they workshop you through before you get to that point. So the moment you get there, sin comfortable with each other.
Damn, dog.
But one would think you don't need an intimacy coach because just like everybody is fucked, so you know how to touch a woman, how to caress a woman, how to like for real. One would think you've got already experienced. You know what I mean?
You need intimacy coaches because before actors, you know, they there's life before that. So you need to put on a cap and say, now I'm an actor, but you need to workshop this relationship first. You must know the intimacy coaches. You ask each other, okay, I'm comfortable with you touching me here, you can touch my chest, okay, you can't go down there, you can't touch my ass, you can't touch this. So once you know your red flags, you don't go there. So when you do the sex scene, you do it knowing this is where I cannot touch, this is where I end.
I see.
So for you, where can she touch? What were your red flags or no-go zones?
Penis, ass, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'm thinking like, hey, man, I don't have any.
But again, I think, Futi, it's one of the reasons why actors bagcina bangabi nama relationship outside work. Because imagine if you kiss someone, in your mind, you telling yourself, I don't want to touch this. I don't have to touch this. She said I mustn't touch this. It's a constant reminder which is there. So when you do the kissing scenes, I doubt the feelings are there. The only thing that you think about, I do not have. She won't appreciate if I kiss her this way. She won't appreciate if I touch her this way. So feelings are dead, man, when they are doing these scenes. I mean,
switch on the camera. Let's go.
And you, how was it going down on KT?
Yo, and she always teases me about this because now I feel like we beyond everything else, I think it's the office, we can come in for work.
Yeah.
But then there's these connections that can happen also, and it's magical. And she always sees me and say, Uti, you legend. You were in between the thighs of a legend.
You know what I mean,
You know?
dog?
And we grew up watching, and a lot of people would text me, including my mom. She was like, okay, Tio, Epo.
But what are you doing when you're done there? Obviously, you're not doing the real thing.
So the coach walks you through it. Now, although you're not doing the actual thing, you've got to.
Imagine it.
Yeah, you're doing it. To you, you're doing it.
So are you like-
So you still kind of, there's something between you guys.
Oh.
So you're not close at all. But when you are doing it, you're still doing motion with your mouth as if you were.
The muffing.
So just
What's
kind
the
of like,
thing in between?
it differs. It depends on the coach. But I mean, it could be a pillow. It could be, they have different names for it. They have different names for it. So I seen that.
So you were muffing a pillow.
Basically, my head was, in the pillow, not, and I was just making those noises. And apparently, you have to like act like you licking, or so you're doing it, but it's not it.
So the sex stuff was great, man. You know I love that, man. But what I realized is as the show went on, they started to peel layers of each character.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that, man. Especially your character, Eric, because I feel like he was so relatable. Because I mean, we all have
everyone,
kids, yeah. I don't know. B, you got
It's
kids?
a big issue in South
No
Africa.
kids.
Oh, you don't have. So the kids are here, and the kids. But we all have kids. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, dude, I'll do anything for my daughter or my son.
And it's a big issue, the thing of fathers being restricted from seeing their kids. It's a big thing at the moment.
deep,
It's all over. People are talking about it. Very relatable.
Yeah. Hey, mfowethu yabona mina ngaba nenhlanhla ukuthi when I was given my first big gig kwaba yishow in the storyline esifana nalesiya. Yabo, because it's something I always prayed for. Ukuthi uNkulunkulu ngicela ungiphe umsebenzi engizothi mangilingisa noma ngi-actor abantu ba-relate kuyo. So when adulting came and I read the storyline, I had goosebumps all the time.
Nah.
Yeah, like even before touching and creating the character or researching, I had goosebumps because it's not into ibona le, we ibona na next door.
Just
You get what I'm saying? Or a family, we ibona kona like this.
Yeah.
So it's a huge issue. And then I got advised by Stumo. Shout out to him. I said,
Jad.
so yeah, it's Stumo Mjad. We were doing Lavish together. And Booz was in face, how do I approach this? How do I play this? I had to look at your surroundings. Find this character and what are you saying? Uthini? Are you saying vele amachita panda igebengu? Or are you saying bayapanda because they wanna support umndeni? Uthini?
And it's two different
Find what you want to
people.
say. And got researcher, like I said, ngaya kubo mechanic and realize that a lot of men are dying inside.
Nah.
Yeah. Machita yafa ngaphakathi.
How many niggas came up to you and be like, yo, man, that's me, Eric, that's
My
me.
DMs, dog.
Nah.
My DMs. Nasendleleni ngike ngahlangana nomunye umjita athi mfethu unjani ngathi hayi ngiyaphila. Kanti ngicela ukukhuluma nawe. And he said to me ngiyabonga. And I'm like, athi ngiyabonga Brian. The feeling you portrayed on the show is what I'm going through now. So thank you. So
And it's mostly this thing yokuthi amantombazane, they use abantwana to fight their battle with their boyfriends or their ex-boyfriends. I think when he says amachita ayafa ngaphakathi, he's relating to that because of that's the character he was playing, that's the storyline that he had. So abantu abaningi basekasi, man, we suffering big time. There is abantu ekasi who are overcharged when it comes to maintenance. There's a guy who's getting paid 30K a month and he's forced or he is pushed to keep her maintenance probably 10K a month. Umntwana khona maybe udla about 2,000 a month. And then 8K yonke, where is it going? So it's a painful issue, man. It's a painful issue, and it's an issue that we guys have to stand up for. We cannot rely on our storylines to speak what's inside. Nathi as a chance, is like create awareness, bafethu. There's guys who are genuinely there for abantwana babo, but because of they not working, abomama babantwana babathatha njengododi nje. And it's what we have to fight for. It's what we have to show these ladies with bafethu, this is wrong. Yes, siyazi ukuthi siyahlupha. Yes, siyazi ukuthi we've done 1, 2, 3. We know ukuthi the breakup was not smooth, but for the sake of umntwana, allow me to be empilweni yakho. That's it. That's it.
So, hey, Shimfetz, what a time to be alive. We're having a show that's thought provoking and healing at the same time. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to say, gents, sianizo. We know what you're going through, and it's there. Oh, Natasha Bakon, and it's more than anything. What I then when I was going deeper with the show is it's a spiritual thing more than anything. Yeah, understand? Ngezulu mkhokha. Into if kuyenza baba khona kuyiso kwenzeka. If baba never did well to me, how am I going to do well to my kid?
100%.
Because let demon like he like me. Get what I'm trying. So yeah.
Bro, and it's what we said on the show before, like, especially like our generation, like niggas are there for their kids, man.
Yeah.
Big time.
Like this generation, bro. So imagine a character like Eric where, you know, you've got a Natasha, the system doesn't want you to win, you know, and you're just trying to provide for your kids, you know? I thought that was very profound.
Yeah, man, that was deep. Shout out to Amara Writers and Cheetah Pictures because they took a real story, you know, and wrote about it. Came a time in SA where now we watch shows we can relate to. I'm sure it must be man. Just case I born Hollywood. You get what I mean? So it's here. Ilagu uyayazi le nto uyayibona next door. Uyayazi le couple toxic engafuni ukuthi umunye abana umntwana umunye but emakhoneni bayatsho njalo. Ikhona leyo nto leyo yabo. So yeah, man, we glad that a lot of people found healing. There's a girl that once said to me, Aish, you remind me of my father. He would do everything just to be with me.
Yeah.
I think it also goes back to the storyline of the movie called Losing Lerato. If you haven't checked that movie, please do, man. Losing Lerato, the most beautiful and well-written South African movie. Make sure you check it out, Bafetu. It's similar to what he's saying where ubabong and next, you lose your job, you lose your friends, you lose whatever, but you know, Guti, I have a baby that I need to take good care of. You want to spend the time with your child, Mama Kona Gavumeli. You want to support your child with the little that you have, Mama Kona Gavumeli. Then you end up kidnapping your own child so that you can spend time with your child. A
lot of people found healing. There's a girl that once said to me, Aish, you remind me of my father. He would do everything just to be with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I see, that's why we are actors, just to heal. So if that goal is reached,
and then let's talk about your character, BU, because I know a lot of people going through what you're going through, man. What did you think about, or just describe for anyone who hasn't maybe watched the show, the character of Vuyani,
My character Vuyani is a young lad. Out of the 4 guys, is the youngest, which is weird because I'm the oldest in life. But he's trying. Kota, he's trying to do it effortlessly. He's sold about the Hollywood life that you were talking about. He's very much that. Like he wants things and he wants them now, and he wants them. He doesn't want to work for it in a traditional way. He works and he pays for it in other ways, which he can do. And I think with the previous person, Thursday, or what's her name?
Wendy.
It's speaking to Leo demographic. You're also seeing, and we would like to relate your story, Ganji. Yeah.
And do you know anyone who's a Vuyani, like in your personal?
I know a lot of Vuyani. I was nearly a Vuyani.
For real? What happened?
Yeah, in real life. I don't want to get into it.
Remember, you worked at the gym. You was a trainer at the gym.
Listen.
So obviously, you meet a kid.
Those DMs started a while back.
Would you guys personally date like a sugar mama type?
I would.
I think it has to be with reason. Why would you do that?
Besides reason, man. Besides reason. I think in an understanding of what a sugar mama is someone that who's there to support you financially, emotionally, and all these other aspects. And if whether you are struggling financially or not, so there's no money that's enough. If you have R1 million worth of assets or R1 million in cash, then if I can give you 20K a month, just you dating me, you would do it because of you want to get to 2 million. If you figure go 2 million, you do it for the same amount because you wanna get to 3 million. It's like umuntu ozoba ne-100 rand on a daily basis. Makufika umuntu ozothi, I'll give you 20 rand a day when I just service me. You would do it because leyo 20 rand mawuyihlanganisa in a week, it gives you another 100 rand. You're now on 200. Then you start budgeting or you start managing impilo yakho ngemali yalowo muntu loyo. So you don't have to be in a situation where you say it depends. But for the fact of what we all need money, definitely I know 99% of the population, especially on gents, they would date a sugar mama.
Would you guys personally date like a sugar mama type vibe?
I think it has to be with reason. Why would you do that? I'm not going to judge anyone that does it, but is there problems at home? Have you sat down with those problems? I know
What's wrong with falling in love with someone older, though?
Exactly,
like, you guys say it like it's taboo or it's a bad thing.
You can even have a genuine relationship with someone who's old. It doesn't have to be indaba yokuthi unemali or now unemali or you are a sex slave or whatever the case is. But it can be genuine love. There's a huge age difference. But the fact is,
without it being transactional and just.
Get use one of it sometimes. I'm not saying it's how it always happens, but get use one. Okay, what's influence? Meanwhile, you know the ropes. They don't. They're nuance, you know. So.
And that scene where Kitty was sucking 2 dicks, that was a hockey club, ne? That was a mini hockey club. Bro.
That was what?
A hockey club.
What's a hockey club, bro?
Ask who's the girl?
Hockey club. Jackie
Pamuts.
Hockey club.
You've never heard of it?
Oh, it's like
it's a social thing. In
yeah, I've heard of these. I just didn't know the name. I've heard of these.
Insta girls.
I think I might have gotten an invite or something.
You must send it to us, man, for content's sake.
We've been checking out research and our emails.
For the sake of the podcast.
And then let's talk about Bonga's character, yeah? What did you think about him? I want to talk about the dynamics of all the characters.
Can I just say, like, I love the Bonga character. And I thought that the country would love him way more than all the other characters.
Yeah.
And I was shocked when most of the females were like, Eric.
Yeah,
and I was like, wait, a guy that can shoot you? Yeah, you know, but I understand.
No, good guys finish last, you know.
Yeah, basically, he's trying and the reason why he's disattached and Alfonso is because he's been hurt. I mean, Rihanna even banged his girl. That's a terrible. He did. Rihanna banged his girl.
Oh shit, I missed that one.
You know, so
that's why he got dumped by the road.
That's why I got punched.
When they're going to Sun City,
yeah. So yeah, I think him for me is like the golden boy of the group. He's the glue of everything. I love that character so much because
the way he carried it.
Dude, the typical
Man.
And that girl of his was annoying, man. Why she getting involved with nigga things, dog?
Yeah, he killed it, man. I remember when we were doing callbacks, when you walked in the room, he
commanded it.
He took charge, literally effortlessly so. So when you even watch the show, you see that.
Yeah.
He has it naturally. It's like an energy with him.
Wow,
and he has this intense gaze. Yeah, he's a kutin. You feel it. You know? It's like he carries it. He's an amazing actor, man.
And then who's the last guy? I forgot his name, man. The one who likes blowjobs. He just wants blowjobs.
Blowjobs, fair, man.
Tabs the best. Shout out Tabs the best. Tabs.
Yes. What did you think about his character and what he was trying to show in the story?
Intense, yeah, khona makrotmana machita who quickly got married and I say bye.
Why do you think that happens though?
I want to bring it back though. I think it's so much into our culture, man. Let the show Black Coffee on the show actually, when he spoke about Indota and how you raised as a lad. Back to now, you see that and you grow up around that. So when I watched that show when you guys were interviewing him, I was thinking to myself, geez, that's Tabs right there. You know, that's that, and that's very common. I think you even said, there's no nigga that doesn't cheat.
No.
I'm quoting
me and Sol. All right, cool. So tell me, here you are, Big Brother, hit, people loved you, amazing. You just shot these shows, boom, boom, boom. Here you are, Mubango, you know, like you're saying, the shows that you're busy with. You do adulting now. It's out there. You guys are on billboards. It's a massive hit. Everybody's talking about it. How does your life change, like, individually?
I think the biggest change for me happened after Big Brother. I was able to adjust a lot from that. A lot of people you didn't even know from primary school are now remembering you. Hey, remember that one time I gave you my stick sweet? You know, that's the kind of chat. And
I think those are texts that will also give you that thing yoguti I've arrived. And I want you to get a text from someone you went to school with, primary school. Hey, do you remember me? Then you must know guti you've arrived, man. I think we all somehow we all want people to send us those texts, and you know guti I have arrived.
a lot of people you didn't even know from primary school are now remembering you. Hey, remember
Legend, dog.
that one time I gave you my stick sweet? You know, that's the kind of chat, and even the DMs are crazy. Adjusting to seeing your face, because another thing when I left, Durban after reading the book The Secret. It was recommended by Will Smith. Right, I was watching interviews and stuff. I read
What's
The Secret.
what's that about?
The Secret, the law of attraction, that type of vibe.
What?
It's a manifestation thing.
Law of attraction.
Why did you say that? Huh? That's what I was saying.
Law of attraction. You did, law of attraction. It's a book.
My guy. And The Alchemist as well.
Oh, I know The Alchemist.
Come on,
Coelho,
yes.
yeah.
I literally the first book and only book I've ever cried at the end of, right? Because I related to the character so much, you know. And after that, my friend and I were trying to manifest. I'm manifest.
Oh,
and it's like, where is it happening for rappers? So we'll go next to see in Joburg.
Yeah.
Let's drive up to Joburg on
Everything is
Sunday.
in Joburg.
And it's like a Thursday. Like, no. It's like, but why? You believe in this book, nah? Let's go.
do it, yeah.
Bro, we drove up, ended up staying in Tembisa and like some shack. Yo, like a reality check. Like from one hood to here, we thought we were going to be in Santon. But somehow, fast forward, it works, I believe. For me, it's because I always saw the billboards in my mind. I'd say it when I'm driving my boy, like, I'm there. You know?
For real.
Freestyle in
Even
the car.
podcast, when you came with Caesar
with
Alakine, he did say he's going to be on the podcast one day.
Yeah.
Be you.
Fuck,
Yeah,
for real,
you did.
bro. I remember, yeah, because you was driving seas where it was a road man.
Why you got to say he was driving?
Well, he did, but he was like
put it like that.
friend, road manager. Yeah, like look at him now, though, bro. Like, shut up, bro. Like, you're such an inspiration, man. You've got drive, bro.
Oh, yeah, so you manifest.
I saw that. I'm driven.
And Big Brother, how did you get the Big Brother thing?
Big Brother, the funny story is I had auditioned a while back.
Oh, okay.
I think it was it was when you were on. With
For our season.
The Face, Chase the Face.
Chase, yeah,
That's
was
my
Chase.
boy. That's like
yeah, he's from Durban also,
Yeah.
right? In Najima.
He said, "Chill,
Yeah.
Chase the Face was my boy." So I auditioned for that one, but I was married at the time. So
Damn, been married. Been married.
I've lived, man. I've lived.
What happened to that?
That was like a last Friday. I was married.
Damn,
I was
bro.
married at 23, man.
Whoa! Why would you do that?
Yeah, what Nina? No, man, I believe it.
Yeah, was married at 23, but why would you do that?
I was married at 23, man.
Whoa! Why would you do that?
Yeah, what Nina? No, man, I believe in love. I'm a huge lover, and I believe it's a sacred thing, Utan. You know.
But guys, just because of you believe in love, it doesn't mean ukuthi umele ushade. That I'm against, man. Just because of you believe ukuthi whether you want true love, it doesn't mean umele ushade. Umshado, it doesn't give you that thing yokuthi you have love. Umshado, it just gives you that thing yokuthi you are committed to a certain person. It has nothing to do with love, because of you can be committed and do not ngayifuni, but you are buying to it, and should committiswa into ukuthi there's something that you're getting in return, which is never love. So umshado and love, I think as a nation in here, we must put it in our heads ukuthi just because of you feel that you are loved at a certain space, and you feel ukuthi you wanna give love, then you should get married. Nah. doesn't work.
And I don't think Uguti should just be taken. And I believe I had found it, and I to this day still love her. But we grew very differently, unfortunately. And even the way we grew up. At 23, I was Lutong and Pelo. You know, I'm working, she's working, we lose our jobs. Now what?
Have you been married in London?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't believe in love?
Hey, I do, man. To answer your question, it's impilo yashintsha, you know?
Ne.
Yeah, yashintsha, but now I had to since I uncle the fame, since I uncle of trade, and go back, sit back, and khumbula ukuthi okay, uNkulunkulu ngacela umsebenzi ukuthi ngizokwazi ukuvusa ikhaya.
Yes.
Focus on that. So that's what I'm trying to do now.
But let's be honest, it's easier said than done, dog.
easier
When they
said
throw
than done.
themselves at
Hey, my man. Hey.
And some are really decent humans, you know. It's not like they all Insta chicks.
Yeah, and manje ngeke uphe wonke umuntu ithuba. Ngizibone.
You're wondering.
We heard that.
Yeah, man, but yazi njani lento. I think I once said it. Ngiyithatha ngokuthi it's a wave, dog.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean? A couple of months ago, it was The Wife. Majito The Wife were trending left, right, and center.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Amazing actors. Amazing actors. Adulting came. Ziggy Ziggy is trending. Boom.
Wave.
Another show is coming.
I get you.
So
yeah.
especially when and then focusing on someone else.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna ride on this wave and ride on women, what does that say about me and my craft? Because in SA you're only relevant namhlanje.
Yeah.
So someone else is
100%.
There's always a 2.0 version of you coming in.
Yeah.
If people think I'm the best actor, there's someone who's hungry, who's seen Tiki Tiki, and they said, I wanna master it more than him. Yeah, but so I try so hard not to really focus on that because, like I say, my drive and my aim is ukuvusikaya and feed more than anything. Yeah,
But let's be honest, how much ass are you getting now since the show?
none.
None. None. That's why. No ways. No ways.
Can you
Yabona,
share something? No man.
yabona mfowethu i-sex is spiritual kakhulu.
Yeah.
Yabo ukuhlangana kwenkaba when you both naked, and this part eyami ihlangana nentombazane yenze so. There's so much that happens in that moment.
So tight.
Jeez, bro.
Yabo le nto ithi kanje bese ngisuke ngiyekumunye ithi kanje namajita angasipana ahleli lokishini abe nganalutho, not because there's anything wrong, it's just because they had sex with the wrong people.
Yeah, balele nabantu akunamelanga.
You understand? So kuningi ama-energy transfers, abantu besifazane baya-abort, abanye baya-miscarry bengazi. So if unelihle
Hey, nigga got deep, man. Because with all fairness, there's abantu abawomama who get miscarriages not knowing. At least mawazi, you can take what is taken for you to clean yourself. But maungazi, and then bese kufika omunye umuntu azolala lawe. And as he's saying, ukuthi sometimes ezinye izinto zilandela zona. Ezinye izinto zikude nakuwe, but because of uhamba ulala uzisondezela izinto bekungamelanga ngabe ziyakusondela because of that.
namajita angasipana ahleli lokishini abe nganalutho, not because there's anything wrong, it's just because they had sex with the wrong people. You understand? So kuningi ama-energy transfers, abantu besifazane baya-abort, abanye baya-miscarry bengazi. So if unelihle li-spiritual, or you understand spirituality and energy more than anything, you'll get what I'm trying to say.
Preach, my brother.
Yabo uma
Preach.
uhleli kanje, mina njengoba ngihleli kanje, khona abantu abahleli namla. Nawe njengoba uhleli kanje, khona abantu abahleli nawe kanjalo.
Yeah.
So it's deeper than what we think it is.
Way too
Yabo
deep.
ingakho ngithi Brian, ngifuna ukuvusa ikhaya more than anything. Ngiyabonga ukuthi ngiyathandwa abantu besifazane, but asisebenze.
So what do you think of the street star? Because hey, when you were Poison, like it's every man for himself. Like people are just rocking, my man.
Hey, mfethu impilo inzima, you know, but it's a choice. Igcineni choice omele uyenze. Nanoku understand ubuyele emuva ukuthi wena ubani kahle kahle. Qhamuka uyaphi? Because njengoba ngisho ukuthi njengoba uhleli lapho, nawe uthwele amacala kini, nami ngithwele amacala kithi. I make a choice ukuthi ngiyawalungisa lamacala noma ngiya-add so that umntana make efika bafike bathi ubaba khona wayelana namantombazana
Wa-add kula macala
that's
already
why
akhona.
ungasebenzi. Sometimes we need to be real mfowethu yabo, and ukutrenda nanani nokuthandwa kumnandi yabo, you'd want to get tempted, but kumele ukhumbule ukuthi ekuseni
What was
you're
your
given
mission?
4 or 5 years to
Yep.
fix Guinea. You forget uphinde ube nento enhle empilweni yakho. So friction, Brian.
Damn, man, that took a short left. I wasn't expecting.
Well, because things are kind and what do you expect? You can see the man is, he's focused. He's that way inclined, man.
And just to add again, Mafethu Quinto, I know a lot of Christians, especially with such shows, ukuthi they would act ngathi they don't relate to it. Magathi mawuhleli umuntu unabantu bakini abahleli kuwe, yabo. It goes back to into esibongo. If you do not believe so much kuma ancestor wakini, then why are you still using the surname that you're using? That's one question that I would normally ask him to know zothi yena into zamadlozi akazingeni. Then why ungasusa surname? Why ungavele uphile ngegama lelo ongakwazi nokuziphila igama, like igama ngakhona lokushintsha Home Affairs. If your name is Alokwan, then kusasa you can call yourself Ukwanda. You understand? But if your surname is Alokwan, you cannot change it kusasa and give yourself a different surname. Mawuyishintsha mele kuchitheke igazi. Hence mawulobola before mama angena kabo baba mele kuchitheke igazi. Because of kuyabikwa ukuthi isibongo sakwabukhumalo asekho kwabukhumalo kodwa seka umntwana wakaba Olokwane. So if you do not believe so much in yamadlozi, then why are you still using the surname that you are using? Why are you still using that surname? Bafethi impilo umuntu omnyama inzima. Impilo umuntu omnyama inzima. And if we start knowing ukuthi mawuhleli umuntu phethe isizwe sakini, then I believe ukuthi we'll be able to live impilo zethu kangcono, because of, as he's saying, ukuthi when you do a mess up, abantu abazokhokha abantwana bakho. It might not be abantwana bakho per se, but abantwana babantwana bakho. It will come to them. If akusiyibo, it's the generation after that. But ukusalayo, it will be a curse, and it's just coming down and down and down. Ikhona lo izomshaya efamilini. Ikhona lo izomshaya efamilini. So forget ukuthi abantu bathini. Forget ukuthi what you were told at church. Forget ukuthi what the Bible is saying. Focus more ukuthi endlini bokwenzakalani. And then stick to those things. Then ubone ukuthi angeke vele ukukhanya mhlambe empilweni yakho. It was a beautiful episode, man. A beautiful episode. And what Unhlanhla dropped, man, I think it's into now ongazithathela yona uphile ngayo kule mpilo lesiphilayo, and it will guide you through. You won't go wrong. Avoid ukulala nabantu abaningi in a short period of time because of noma usebenza. Yes, mawusebenza, you get money, you get easy access to sleeping with whoever you wanna sleep with, especially us lele sisuka kulo thina, yabo. But avoid lezo zinto lezo, cause uzogcina ukuphuma kule ngqondo le uzitshela ukuthi unayo before usebenza and uzokhishwa intombazane. So please avoid that, Bafethu, and make sure you stick to your mission. And remember what he's saying: if between 4 and 5 years awenzanga lento le owathembisa ukuthi uzoyenza ekhaya, awusaphinde wavelelwa into enhle empilweni yakho. Thank you all for watching, man. I'm out.